Welcome to Sorry for the Delay, Episode 10. I'm your editor, Mia, and on today's show, the boys are confessing to a love we've all seen coming, a story about gift-giving gone wrong. And the question is asked when they lost belief in Santa. All that and more. Enjoy the show.
Hello, Joshua. Welcome to Sorry for the Delay episode. That's right, Joshua. 10. Episode fucking 10. We're on a high right now, Joshua. We're on the highest of highs. Oh, look at us.
Yes. And cheers to everybody who's seen us up until this point.
Cheers.
Congratulations. You've made it through the suffering just like we have.
Yes, sir.
God damn.
Yes, sir. I'd like to take note, Joshua. That background you got there is real pretty. That's a real pretty background you got.
Well, what would you like to be more specific? Because I see one thing in particular.
Oh,
on the screen
I'm just looking at the screen, Joshua. Everything else is just,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even mentioning it. It looks great.
We have to thank our design team. I mean, I know we got Mia on staff, but we also have
a design team.
An unnamed. Yeah, we got a design team. Yeah. So, yeah, we got that too. Everybody.
I want a design team. God damn it. I guess that's what happens when you're in studio. You get the design team. Looks great, Joshua. It looks sensational. Let's start things off as we always do, Joshua, with a This Day in History. Lay it on us.
All right, this day in history, but we can't leave out how many more days we have left either, which we only got 27 days left in the year.
Why would you do this to me, Joshua? I don't want to start my day off sad. Come on now.
Yeah. The year's coming to an end, everybody. So hopefully everybody thus far has had either a good year, a medium year. Let's make it better. We got 27 days left. And if 27 days is just like you don't do the rest of your days by time, I'll break it down to you by hours. You only got 648 hours left in this damn year. So
600 hours.
Yeah. So if you live your life by hours, check it. You got 648 hours left.
Oh my Lord.
Damn year.
What about minutes, Joshua? Break it down to minutes. I probably have more minutes than hours, right?
I'm bringing minutes to the next episode, but no minutes, no seconds this time around. But yeah, I promise it's coming, everybody. So that'll be in the next episode.
God damn, hang on. I tuned out for a second. Did you say 27 days? 27 days?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. I thought for a second, I thought you just said 20 days. And I was like, whoa,
no,
ow.
Yeah, we got 20. Yeah. So on this December 5th, you only have 27 days left. And for you full-time workers out there, 648 hours. I hope you got some sick time, because otherwise you're going to be working a lot the rest of the year.
Oh my God, that hurts.
Have some fun. Yeah.
All right, Joshua.
It's more painful when you think about it by hours.
What happened on this day in history, Joshua? December 5th. Let me hear.
Okay. So this day in history, everybody, on this December 5th, we're going to start it off with an 1848 U.S. President James K. Polk triggered the gold rush of 1849 by confirming a gold discovery in California. But that's not it. Uh-huh. I got a fun fact for you guys. Mm-hmm. Fun fact for you is the largest gold nugget. Mm-hmm. The largest gold nugget found in California weighed in at 160 pounds.
160 pounds? Holy shit.
Yeah, so
that's like 2 turkeys.
Big ass nugget. Yeah, I know, right? Depending on the turkeys you get. So that big ass nugget, which doing this research, I found out at the time of its discovery, they sold that big ass nugget for $40,000.
That's it. Only 40K?
Yeah.
I would assume the big ass nugget would have gone for way more.
But if those bad boys would have kept that to this day, so I did a little bit of the math. I looked on Google.
You really went into town on this one, today. Right?
Oh yeah. I dug into it because those guys got pretty damn lucky finding that nugget. Mm-hmm. So today that nugget would be worth roughly $5 million.
$5 million. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. What would I do with that money?
So
I'd probably buy like five.
All you
five
buff
turkeys.
people out there lifting weights, and you got 160 pounds on that bar. There was a nugget out there weighing that much.
That's fucking crazy.
That's a $5 million nugget you put over your chest. For
That's-
everybody workout enthusiasts.
I'm fucking. My mind is blown right now. I want 2 turkey-sized nuggets.
Well, after you eat a little bit of turkey, you're gonna have some of your own nuggets, buddy. So, yeah,
Those aren't the same. I can't enjoy those.
worth much less, I'm sure too.
Hey, you don't know that.
True. Okay, so leading into the second one, this day in history, in 1901, American animator Sean, you may know this one.
Okay.
American animator and film producers whose work included Lady and the Tramp,
Ooh.
Mary Poppins, and probably one of my favorite animated films ever, Peter Pan.
Oh.
The great Walt Disney was born
Happy birthday, Walt. Let's go.
on this day in history. And because I do my research, clearly, Mr. Walt Disney, did you know that Walt Disney to this day still holds the record for the most Academy Awards in history?
Holy shit. How many Academy Awards?
He has 26.
26. Joshua, how many awards do we have?
0. 0 so far.
That's awesome.
One day.
That's awesome, Joshua. I had no idea.
Yeah.
That's a lot of awards too. God damn, that man was a real innovator. So
Yeah, and if you dig a little deeper, there's more history. He's got a bunch more nominations. He's got a ton. So for if you guys are interested in Walt Disney, which we know Sean loves it, I look into it. It's a pretty cool story. He's got a bunch of stuff.
yeah,
You look him up. So cool story.
interesting man for sure.
And my final one on this day in history, which kind of leads maybe a little bit of what we might be talking about today.
Mm-hmm.
On this day in history, in 1933, the end of Prohibition in the USA happened.
Ooh.
A national ban on alcohol in the U.S., which was first initiated in 1920 by the 18th Amendment. So today, on this day in history, they got rid of Prohibition.
Let's go. Woo! The reason why my liver
everybody.
hurts.
Cheers.
Oh, that's awesome, Joshua. 3 beautiful facts.
And
I appreciate it.
Yeah, and it just so happened coinciding with us possibly talking about alcohol and
Maybe.
drinks and fun
Who knows?
festivity beverages. We'll see.
Maybe. We'll see.
I know I have one every time.
Your cup is always full, Joshua. That's the motto of the story.
What do you got for me, Sean? Do you got anything fun sitting around in your background? You got anything, any historical facts?
No, Joshua, I never have any historical facts. What are you
know,
That's
right?
your job. I'm just here floating on a vibe, baby. But I do have something in my background there. If you notice to my left of frame here, there is a weird ass looking angel up here. Let me see if I can somewhere. Yeah, right up there. That is our Christmas tree topper. And we have not put up our Christmas tree because I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to go with a big old fake tree or if I'm going to do the same tree I had last year, which is like a little tiny tree. I don't know. Either way, she'll be up there for this episode. And who knows, maybe next episode I will have a tree in the background. I can't be like you, Joshua, and have all these beautiful gnomes scattered around and wonderful garland everywhere. I don't have the aurora of space that you do. So, but no, I don't.
I hate garlands, to be honest with you.
It's
I had somebody else
annoying.
put all that up back there. I just showed up. It was like this when I got here.
Hey, that works.
I don't do any of this. I got a team that does this. You think I have that creativity in me? No way.
Yeah, I know you got that dog in you. Oh, Joshua, I ain't got really nothing. Nothing really. I mean,
No, nothing for me today. Nothing.
no, I'm trying to
I will
think
tell
about
you
like
this.
how my week was, and like, I've been watching a few Christmas movies. Nothing special. Like, started watching the new Santa Claus show thing that they have. Pretty interesting, but I'm kind of just like living right now. Like, just kind of just going with the flow. Like, everything's good. Like, I'm just kind of waiting for this surprise visit from you guys that's happening in later this month, and then I don't know. I think after that I've probably peaked for the year and I could die. So I don't know. I'm
So
sorry,
I
Joshua,
did.
cut you off.
I
Go for
know. No. I wanted to hear about you because it's always about. It's nothing about anything around here. This place. Everybody knows that, but because we know we did just have Thanksgiving, and I had a little bit of follow up, for people who have had Thanksgiving. So
Okay.
I walked around my place of business. I put
Mhm.
a lot of steps in every day, just like you do.
Mhm. Oh, that's
how
right.
we
Your
control
follow
the
up. Yeah.
waistline.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I went around asking people, are you cooking for Thanksgiving? Are you eating for Thanksgiving? And I didn't write the numbers down, but I was fairly surprised. I probably polled about 50 people. Again, I didn't count everyone, but I know about how many people I talk to every day because I'm like dead by the end of every day. So I know I've talked to a lot of people. So mentally, physically. So there was a surprising amount of people that said they were going to cook this year.
Really? Okay.
There's a lot of people that are actually cooking. That kind of surprised me because most of what I see every day is a bunch of people who look like they eat. I don't see a whole. I don't see on the regular basis. I don't see a whole lot of people that are actually cooking.
Okay.
And then there was a fair amount that did both. So it was cool to connect with people after the festivities and to ask around a bit. Do you cook? Do you eat? And some people do hop in the kitchen with their their mom, their dad, their relatives, and it's nice to see that is a tradition, because we did talk about tradition in the last episode. If you didn't catch that one, we talked about traditions, so I wanted to revisit that a little bit. It's nice that people and still cook with their families.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's really nice. Did you by any chance ask anybody if it was like their first time cooking, or it was just a general cooking question?
Most of them, it wasn't their first time.
That's good.
They seemed seasoned in the kitchen for what I did ask. I did ask about a couple dishes people like to make. Some people leaned on mashed potatoes, which is cool.
Yeah.
There's the mashed potatoes. There was the full on, I make ribs, let those suckers put those things on in the morning, just kind of let them go. Then there was your tamale people. I love tamales.
We talked about that in the previous episode.
Parts. Yeah. So we did talk about that. But yeah, there was quite a bit. Not too many people are doing turkey though. That didn't surprise me, because I know turkey is kind of can be bland, can be a little boring.
So actually, now that you mentioned that, Joshua, I heard a fact today, a weird like Thanksgiving fact. They ranked, I think it was like 1,000 people, and they were ranking their worst Thanksgiving food, right? And we talked a little bit about our worst food and Thanksgiving food, but it turns out people, well, at least in these 1,000 people, really don't like cranberry sauce as the most like disliked thing, right? And the second thing they don't like is turkey. Crazy, right? And it's for those exact facts that you stated. Sometimes it's too dry, and it's not worth the time or effort. So I get it. I can definitely see it. But I still like turkey.
Which I mean, I know Thanksgiving's over and we talked about that, but why do people continue to eat turkey if it's not good? Like, why is it still the thing that fills every freezer in the grocery store? Why is turkey continuing to be the thing?
I think it's like, I think it's like the idea of like the American dream, right? White picket fence, beautiful wife, 2 kids, right? I think it's still holding on to those ideals and that mindset. So you picture Thanksgiving, and what is the first thing that comes to people's minds most often is the picture of the family sitting at a table with this big turkey and all the sides and fixings on like along the sides there. And just, I think that image is what really keeps driving the turkey, like being purchased every year, you know? Same thing with like, like Christmas, you could even say. Like people really want the nostalgia still. And I think that's what's continuing to drive it. So, I mean, people aren't buying turkeys for food, like for flavor factors, you know? And I think people are leaning a lot more towards ham nowadays. So I think it's got to be the nostalgia. It's got to be nostalgia.
So what do you think came first, the turkey or the ham? Historically, do you think people told the lie of it was a turkey? Or do you think it was, what do you think do we have a theory on, the chicken and the egg? Was it probably a turkey or it was either ham or it was like some type of like duck. Like I'm trying to think about like back then, what would you have around you? And you probably have either ducks or some type of like pigeon. I don't know. A pigeon.
It was some type of poultry, I would have to assume, right? Because I don't think
when they hit the Americas, they saw a pigeon.
They were like, what is that rat with wings? So I think it's got to be some type of poultry. Yeah, I think that's what came first, and then you probably had ham after. So
okay. I recently just started having ham, so I think ham's better than turkey.
I would have to agree with you, but I make a really good turkey, and everybody says that. But Joshua, you've had my cooking, and you could vouch for me. If you had my turkey, you would probably agree that it was probably some of the best turkey you've had.
I would feel comfortable going on a dating show with you if we were a couple and they were to ask me, so Joshua, your partner, Sean, the gentleman you hold hands with and sleep with at night.
Yeah.
I would feel comfortable answering, does he sleep on the left? Yes, he does.
Yes.
So, does he cook or does he eat? What does he do on Thanksgiving? I would comfortably say he cooks and he eats.
Yes.
Doctor.
Yes. Doctor.
For 25 points.
Oh, that's great. Yes. The answer is yes.
That would be my answer to my partner, Sean.
Beautiful. I love it.
If we were a couple, I don't want to steer this wrong. Sean lives he's up north. I'm down south. I guess this could be considered a long distance relationship,
Joshua. But that's all it is.
We're clearly just friends, everybody.
I'm glad we got to episode 10 to announce our love to the world. Like,
yes, the big announcement, everybody.
The big announcement. It's a special day, Yeah. Not many things get to episode 10, and we made it. We're technically a full season, Joshua. We could end the pod now and just call ourselves season 1. We can come back season 2 next year, nice and strong.
For people who don't know, this is like our dating. This is like a dating app for us. We're actually getting to know each other, and we've never met each other in real life. This is all we met on Bumble. We said, you know what? Let's just start this together. I know it's stupid. I know.
I love it though. It's beautiful. Oh, that's great. Happy holidays, everybody. Sean. Happy holidays. I just want to say it's December. The first week of December. It's not December 1st, but the first week of December. And just want to say happy holidays. Like, I hope you guys are having a great year, or you had a great year. And if you didn't have a great year, I hope the rest of the year is better and you're enjoying it. And, you're just living, right? You're still breathing. You're out here chilling, listening to 2 people confess their love to each other. And that's all that matters. So thank you. Thank you for listening.
That's what the holidays are about, Exactly. Isn't there statistically a lot of people propose during this time? So for all you
I'm
lovebirds out
sure.
there thinking about proposing to your girlfriend or your fiance, or I guess if your fiance, you already been proposed to, but somebody you love, isn't this the time of the year that you really make that decision? You know, do you love somebody? So, all right, so we're gonna get into love, and this is the time of year, right? It
Okay.
just came to me right now.
Let's do it. Get
If
into
you
it.
really love somebody, is it a responsibility to express your love through gifts? You know, do you base your love off of how many times your name is on a present under the tree? Is that how we do love these days? I want to know, I want feedback on this. Do I love you more or less depending on how many presents are under the tree for you?
That's a great question, Joshua. Please feel free, write it in the comments. Let me know. I will go ahead and answer this because there's nobody else to answer this, Joshua. I would say, I mean,
Yeah, you're right.
I want to say
Somebody back there.
nobody's back there. Sorry. I know one day you're gonna have the joke where somebody's gonna walk through the entire, like, it's gonna wait until the end of the episode. It's gonna be real creepy. It's gonna scare the shit out of me.
Or my editor is gonna be sneaky and do something up there. You know,
maybe. I mean, I know this editor's not.
Answer my question, Sean.
Oh,
do
sorry.
you feel loved more or less if they're, depending on the presents that are under the tree?
So are you saying, like, do I feel more loved if I have more presents under the tree? Like more presents to my name? Like that? Or like if I put more presents out for other people?
So I can, the deeper I get into this cup, I have a whirlwind of thoughts. Okay. So fuck, here I go. I'm getting into it. You guys are unlocking. I'm getting unlocked, everybody. I'm sorry. Yeah, getting unlocked. Watch out. Only took 20 minutes to get into this bitch. Here we go. So, all right, how people take cruises and shit. You spend like $4,000 on your lady. I'm gonna take you out, and then I'm gonna $4,000 on a cruise. You go somewhere like that's like $4,000 I just spent on somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's just a big purchase. Is that an I love you a 4,000, or is that just like I deserved it because I had to deal with your fucking wet towels on my bed every morning or some shit, or do you appreciate the 25 gifts that you bought at the Dollar Tree and they were $1 each, but it's like 20, 30 gifts under the tree, but they're all shit gifts, return packages and, already used, terry cloth towels with fucking ass stains on them and shit. Or you get 3 gifts. You get an Apple Watch, an iPad, and maybe an adult toy or some shit. Like all forms of pleasure.
I like that.
So where are we going? How much do you love somebody? Is it the Dollar Tree gift? Is it the $4,000 cruise? Is it the Apple iPad adult toy because you don't satisfy her another way? What are we?
I think
how do you rate your love? Tell me. How do you rate it?
I think that if you're rating your love by gifts, you've already fucked up.
Yeah, right.
I think that's what it kind of boils down to. I like to think that gifts are meant to like accentuate the love without it being like, oh, I'm just buying you these gifts because I love you. Like, I'm showing you my love through all these gifts. Like, I feel like if you do that over and over again, gifts mean nothing. So I feel like gifts are just like little sprinkles on top of like cupcakes, right? Like, they're meant to just accent the love, right? And so that way, when you get a dildo as your gift, like it's more meaningful because it's like, oh, you took the time to think about me today and get me this gift instead of, oh, honey, I saw you again today. Like, here's another gift for you. Like, I know I get you gifts every single time I see you, but I can't help myself, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's some bullshit. Like, I feel like you're trying to buy somebody's love, and the real person is not an escort. So they probably do not approve of like you trying to buy them out, So I don't know. So to bring up your case in point, if you spent $4,000 on me to go on a cruise, I would say that I don't feel your love any more than I would if you spent like $2 on a return package, you know? Like, I don't know. Like it should just be more of like a two-way street rather than a one-way street. And especially with big purchases like that, like I feel like you should have some togetherness, like some planning before you do a purchase like that. That's like the person who like is married and goes, "Oh, honey, I bought you a car," like without the discussion, you know, like it's like that. So I don't like it.
You know, I'm gonna stop you with the car thing, but please continue. I do have a funny story about somebody buying somebody a car. Maybe it's not funny, but I kind of find it funny.
I'd like to hear that
So
story.
my grandparents, my grandma has this really old Lincoln. I think it's like a 1963 or so. It's like the big boat, like the cattle, 2 doors. You know the it's got like the not the leather top on the outside. It's got the little side windows. But it's a 2-door, right?
Yeah,
So my grandpa was like, okay. Yeah, big, cool. It's she's kept it in great condition. So my grandpa had this bright idea, like, Joyce needs a brand new car. My grandpa was so happy. He would like this, my grandpa does stuff like this from my grandma all the time. So he goes out and he buys her a car. And so what we do in the middle of Christmas is we end up like taking her car out of the driveway. As we do, like we're plotting this whole thing. And so my grandpa's like, okay, hide her, close the windows, like this. So like there's a whole setup. And so maybe it was her birthday, but either way, it was a celebration. Shit, now I'm freaking getting confused because I know somebody might be watching this. So case in point, whatever. So get her a car, park it in the driveway, put a big old red bow on it. Out comes my grandma. She's like, where's my car? And my grandpa's like, what do you mean? This is your car. He's all happy for her. Like, it's got airbags and shit. You know what I mean? It's the kind of car you want to keep an old lady safe in.
Yeah,
some shit happens, right? Like, granted, a Lincoln would mow over any brand new car. It wouldn't even blink. Like, this thing, Lincolns are a tank for those who know Lincolns. So she's like, where's my car? And my grandpa's like, what do you mean? Joyce, we took it, we traded it in, and we got you this other car. She's like, you better not have. You bet. She got so upset. She was throwing shit. She was like, have you ever seen a grandma rage? It wasn't a good sight. So unfortunately, the whole new car thing, like you said, does not always work out because my grandma was pissed. We took back this other car, brought the Lincoln back, and she was happier to see the Lincoln than she was to see that piece of shit brand new airbag thing that would have protected her life if it rolled 20 times. Yeah. So the new car, to pause you on the new car thing, like new cars, if somebody loves something and you replace it with something that you think you love, but they love, like you guys, I think you know where I'm going to get this. Like if they love it, don't replace it. Just let them keep it. And then maybe get something else for them. If they love a watch, they value a watch, they wear it every single day. Doesn't mean you have to go out and buy them a brand new Rolex. They're never going to wear it anyways because they like the watch they have. Yeah. So
exactly. I'm with you. I agree.
Yeah, new gifts, new shit. You'll find out real quick if the one you love appreciates what you get them because. They won't always do it. My grandparents have been married forever, and even a brand new car couldn't make their love stronger. It made it worse if you saw the hate in that lady's eyes. So I learned a little something from that right there.
There you go. See?
Sorry to pause you there, Sean.
No,
but I had
Joshua,
to bring
it's
up
okay.
the car thing because that did happen in my life. I could relate to that, seeing that moment happen.
So there you go. Now you learned from real life experience, buddy. So just saying. Also, speaking of new and real life experiences, Joshua, there's a special guest in your background. Oh my God. Who is that on the screen? That's right. It's St. Nicholas.
St. Nicholas? Where's old Snake? Where's Nick? Where? Holy. What? Did Santa show up to the episode? This son of a...
Santa is in that episode. He is sitting right there on that chair. We'll go ahead and we'll zoom in on that in post, but he is there. He's just chilling. He's passed out. He's probably passed out on that cookie milk and fucking butterscotch biscuit. I don't know what the fuck he eats. I don't know.
I think for Santa, those shorts are a little too short.
That's okay. I actually I wanted them to be shorter, but AI doesn't go that short. So,
and I think Miss Mariah right here is getting it's getting a little awkward for Mariah down here looking up Santa's shorts. Mariah does not appreciate what she's seen up old freaking teabag Santa.
Hey, she should be used to that. All right, she's the queen of Christmas. You know, she should be used to seeing some nuts from Santa. Just saying. Just saying. But Joshua, I
love that.
That was a great tangent that you brought us onto. That was really cool. I mean, I guess the question is for you too, Joshua. Do you think that gifts are the way to your heart, or is there a different way to your heart?
So the way I guess to get to my heart is I appreciate like handmade stuff.
Oh, interesting.
So like you could see the hats back here and all this kind of stuff. Like I didn't make this one. This is a Vulcan one, but I really find things that are handmade and handcrafted, things I can kind of put on. And I know the person put heart and soul and love and everything into it. Like that to me speaks volumes over a new laptop, a new TV, something that it's kind of meaningless at the end of the day. I can walk around and see 23 million people wearing an Apple iWatch that was made in Japan, China, and that those little hands over there ain't getting paid money. The people over there are suffering. Nobody gives a shit that I'm wearing that watch, but yeah. I put that sweater on that grandma made. Holy shit, the way that feels and the look in her eyes, and that kind of stuff is super meaningful. So I think a lot of people should go back to the meaningful gifts. Mm-hmm. But everybody's different, Mm-hmm. So yes, the way to my heart is get me like a cool handmade gift, draw me a stick figure, little postcard or something. Cause then that I'm going to keep forever. Your Apple iWatch is going to get broken and, I'm going to drop it and, it's going to be meaningless. With that said, though, I do like cool shit. I mean, I got a guitar back there. I got a meaningless TV. I got, like Sean mentioned 5 ago, I got shit throwaway money with TV. I won that at a raffle. Got fuck you money. I got a microphone. I'm looking at a computer screen. I got a camera. Yeah, I got so I do like cool shit. Who doesn't like cool shit?
Exactly.
But I like the thing under the tree that I opened and it somebody made it. A puzzle. With maybe Sean's face on it.
Ooh, that'd be really cool.
Maybe a bag of pubes that Sean picked off from a year's worth of little
wait a minute.
Toilet seat, like.
Have you been talking to people? Because how did you know I collect that? Like, what?
Hey, you don't know your friend until they've handed you a bag of pubes. Like, you get real close when that happens. So you're like, wait a second, your hair's black. What's this? Why are they red? Well, the carpet doesn't always match the drapes. That's what I'm telling you. We're that much closer.
Oh, that's great.
So. I love gifts like that, but I also love it. So you're gonna get closer to me if you make something, you draw something, you like that.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just draw you pictures of my penis, and hopefully you'll really enjoy that. Listen, I identify as a dog now, and I will be drawing you just things with just piss and shit.
Yeah, but me and my girlfriend have fun though. Like, we'll do. I'm always the jokester. I'm always the one that kind of like, this is the last one, and then she goes, lays down, or puts her shoes on, and her foot hits something on the inside of it, or there's something on the inside of her pillowcase, or she goes to grab her loofah and like a bar of soap falls out or some shit, with my face on
Like
it.
David Blainer, basically. You just
I do all kinds of yeah. Like I serve her a plate of food and she's digging around in it, and all of a sudden it's
I
like
cracked
a
my molars
bunch of
on
Legos
this.
in there. Don't put Legos in somebody's food.
No, don't do that.
Because
do not do
don't
that.
yeah, they won't thank you for that. They'll be mad at you for that. So I like to joke around with my gifts. I kind of stack them out through the whole day. And Sean knows this. There's actually a gift that my girlfriend has. She never watches this, by the way, so she'll never know.
It's gonna be the one episode.
Hope nobody tells her. Fuck, maybe I shouldn't say it.
You probably shouldn't. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay,
hey, I'm gonna change the subject real quick, Joshua.
Yeah. Okay.
I know you wanted to talk about holiday drinks, and I do too, but I want to make them with you. So we're gonna wait until next episode, and I want to make them together so we can drink them here on the pod together, and we'll have a jolly old discussion about them. So we'll do that next week. But I do want to talk about this, Joshua. The question, actually, hang on. Before I do that, before I bring up the question, I have to make a follow-up because you made a follow-up. The previous question that we asked in the last episode was the would you rather, or sorry, no, it was the fuck, murder, kill question. I did a survey at my place of work, and I asked about probably a good 10 people the same question, Joshua. And out of those 10 people, how many of them do you think said yes to fucking the deer?
Out of 10?
Out of 10, yeah.
Where you live, I'm going to say at least 8.
Damn. No, Joshua, this was
a bunch of deer fuckers up there.
This was an even split of 5 and 5 people decided that they wanted to fuck that deer. I was surprised, to say the least. People had their reasons. Some were better than others.
Yeah, you got you're fucking a deer. You better have a reason. Shit.
It was interesting nonetheless. But the best explanation I got for wanting to fuck this deer was because somebody said they just wanted to know how it felt. So, all right, cool.
Whoa.
Let me know how that goes for you. But a lot of people did choose to marry Buddy, and I thought that was really weird. So, well, whatever.
Okay, keep going. Is that the only one you pulled, or did you pull the rest of that? The options, your old snowman and
oh no, so I gave everybody
messing with a snowman. No.
So there was.
I picked a snowman, didn't I?
You did pick the snowman, and if I remember correctly, I think there was like 6 people who chose the snowman as well, and then the rest of the people wanted to marry the snowman and fuck Buddy, like the same way I had it. So it was a fair question or fair answer on everybody's terms for the 10 people. So it was pretty interesting.
Do you know if the people that married the snowman are people that are divorced?
I don't know that, Joshua. I didn't,
because come summertime, snowman disappears. Like, get rid of that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they're divorced,
that's what I was saying.
To getting rid of that. Yeah. Marry the snowman so you can get rid of the snowman.
Yeah, and then he comes back in wintertime, and it's perfect because you're cold, and then you're just like try to warm you up. I don't know, give you frostbite.
Sounds like an ex. Yeah, exes do that.
All right, now I can get to the question, Joshua. A simple question. Joshua, I want to know, when did you stop believing in Santa Claus?
I think, when did I stop? It probably was the day that
Yesterday.
I saw my parents putting gifts under the tree, are filling the stockings. I knew.
You just felt it.
I knew. Yeah, well, because when I was a teenager, I used to stay really, really, really late, and they hated that because that means they had to like do things at 4 a.m. But let's be honest,
So
I was smoking pot.
you were a
I was playing
teenager
video
when you found out.
games. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
I a teenager. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I think I was. I don't know. I don't remember the exact age, but I know I was old enough to be like, okay, where's my $300 you always put in my stocking, Santa? You cheap bastard. Sorry, Mom and
$300.
Dad.
What the fuck?
Jeez.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, no, I didn't get. Yeah. No, it was a tiered system, like
A tiered system? Like a subscription service. What?
Yeah, bro. Like
What?
I'm telling you, a lot of people don't know about this, but okay. So I have 5 siblings, so there's 5 stockings, right?
Yeah.
Like what? Yeah, we have dogs too. Dogs have stockings as well.
Nice.
So oldest siblings got the most, and the youngest siblings got the least.
Okay. Interesting.
So you figure, my oldest brother's, what 40? I can't remember. We're all like 2 years apart, whatever it is. So, some people got $100, some people got $80, some people got $40, and it's like, why am I getting? And at the end of it, it was kind of like, hey, how much did you get? What'd you get? What'd you get? What'd you get? And so it turned into a tiered system where the oldest ones, because I mean, if you're 13 years old, what are you gonna do with $100? Like what are you gonna do?
Fucking 100 bags of hot Cheetos, baby.
Well, hot Cheetos weren't a thing back then, like I wanted to buy a bike, I wanted to buy certain things, but it was always a funny kind of time of the year, like how much is everybody gonna get? Because once we got old enough, like I remember how much they got when they were this age. Am I gonna get the same kind of money?
You gotta account for inflation too, Joshua.
Exactly. I was like, dude, my brother was 16. He got this. Why am I getting that? So, but it was a tiered system, but I loved it. I loved waking up and going through the stockings. My mom and dad would always fill it with, we get like Hot Wheels. We would get like, I don't know why I was getting razors at 10, but I was getting razors,
They were trying to they probably bought them in bulk, Joshua.
I know, right? My younger brother, maybe they mix with my younger brother. My younger brother had a mustache and T-ball, so that dude was shaving long before I was. He's still a hairy kid.
Dang.
But yeah, I was a teenager. Yeah, when it happened to me. What about it?
Okay.
What about you? Do you still believe?
Yeah, dude, I still believe. He's gonna come over December 25th. I'm ready. He's gonna give me my presents. It's fucking stupid. I
ain't going nowhere. He's right here in the back with his little shorts on right there, letting the freaking nuggets hang out.
He's giving the people a show, baby. I think I wasn't a teenager like you. I was younger. I was probably like 7 or 8, I want to say. And it's kind of funny how most of these stories are like, oh, I saw my parents like putting the Christmas presents underneath the tree, or like I had a kid tell me it in preschool. It's like the same idea. But I had it spoiled for me in a weird way. I had to go into my parents' closet because that's where we had like short tangent. We're a family of 5. So I have a brother and a sister, both younger. But back in the day, we had this laundry hamper of socks, right? You're watching a lot, like my mom's watching a lot of clothes, like socks kind of just get misplaced, right? And so when the socks get misplaced, they get thrown into this hamper. And the hamper stays in my parents' closet. And if you ever need socks and you're looking for your missing pair, like your missing sock, you would go in there and find your sock, right? So now I'm like 7 or 8. I go into the closet. I'm looking for socks. I pull out the hamper, and this like little mountain of gifts falls down from the back of the hamper. And I go, what? And like I look at the little gifts, and they have my sister and my brother's names on there. And I'm like, oh shit. And then I see one that says my name, and it says from Santa. And I was like, wait a minute. So I bring the gift out. I take it to my mom because my dad's working that day. And I go, is this from Santa? Is this really from Santa? And she goes, yes. And I go, oh, okay, cool. And then I think nothing of it. She takes the gift back. And then I kind of just like go on my day, right? And then I'm in my room and I'm just like sitting there. And I think to myself, I'm like, how did Santa bring the presents already? Like, you know, my little baby brain can't comprehend this, right? So I'm just like, I don't think Santa's real. I don't think this is real. Like, I don't think he's real. And then I later confirm at school, like I'm probably like 10 or 11. I confirm at school that Santa is in fact not real. So, spoiler alert: Santa's not real, everybody. It's just me. I'm putting your.
Were you heartbroken at that moment,
Joshua? My whole life has been. I mean, you remember that story with me and realizing that I'm going to die soon. As a child, on my Halloween birthday party, I've been through it, Joshua. So no, I was not sad. I just felt like I was just growing up. You know, I was like, I guess this is what happens. You lose Santa, and once you lose Santa, he never comes back. So, speaking of losing Santa, I believe we just lost Santa as well, Joshua. Goodbye, Santa. Merry Christmas.
Talking all that shit about Santa, of course he's going to leave the place.
Look at that. Perfect timing, I guess.
Santa's like, I'm out.
He's like,
you're talking shit.
Sorry, bro.
Out. You're not a believer. You know,
Just
have
like
you seen the movies? Have you seen Elf? You know that sleigh is not gonna fly if you don't believe. You're not a believer. It's not getting off the ground.
Oh, that's
did
funny.
That to Santa right now.
But I will tell you the one thing. The one thing is I tried to make sure that my brother and sister believed in Santa for as long as they could. And I don't know. One day I'll ask them what age they were when they didn't realize Santa was real anymore. But I tried my best. So who knows?
What was it the same in your guys' household? Did Santa always bring the coolest gifts? Like your parents gave you gifts, like you got gifts, but did Santa bring the coolest ones? Because
I think it was always a mixture.
Answer that question.
Because I feel like now that you mentioned that, I feel like there were moments where I would be like, oh, Santa brought me a gift. Oh, it sucks. Like, I feel like I had those moments as well as like, oh, Santa brought me a bike kind of moments too. So I feel like it was a mix in our family.
So in our family, Santa always brought the coolest gifts. So what I mean by cool, when you're a kid and you're like before the times they were now, when everybody's glued to their phone, which drives me freaking insane. You know, everybody's glued to their fucking phone. You ask somebody to shoot a 3-pointer, nobody's shooting a 3-pointer. You ask somebody to throw a football, nobody's throwing a football. What's a baseball glove? Nobody can ride a bike. Training wheels. You know, it's turning to a sad thing. Skateboards, people can't ride skateboards. Santa Claus. So Santa Claus always brought the coolest gifts. So Santa, you know, growing up, we got like a foosball table, got a ping pong table, we got I think we even got like a little pool table.
It's pretty cool.
So Santa always came through with the coolest gifts. And matter of fact, downstairs in my garage, I still have Santa's foosball table that he brought. You know, he brought all those years ago. Yeah.
And we haven't set that shit up to play? What the fuck?
So I just want to say thank you to Santa, you know, for everything that you provided, you know, throughout the years as a youngster, because those gifts were the best, man. the Santa came through. Like you got socks, and you were like, "Oh, dude, I hope Santa comes through this year." You know, it was like one of those moments.
Yeah.
Like if I'm getting shorted with the socks, you know Santa's coming through with something good this year. You know, like Santa's only got so much room in that big sack of his. You know, yeah, that big sack of his. He's not there no more.
No, he's not there. He's gone.
But but man, like, so Santa, once again, can't thank you enough. You know, thank you.
Yeah, boy. That was really nice, Joshua. Listen, we only got 10 minutes left here. Do you have any fun finds or any value finds that you want to share with the group today?
I do.
Okay.
I do. One of them isn't currently in the room, so I'm going to bust that thing out next episode because December isn't only 5 days long. I think we got a few more. We got exactly 27 or a few less days today. We got hours to go.
We got hours to go, baby.
But for those of you who are going to watch, and I hope we get a good amount of viewers in this next video because we're going to put this thing to use.
Okay.
I got this little fun thing right over here. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I know we talked about adult toys and we talked about iPads and watches and stuff, but that's not what I'm going to be pulling out next episode. So please stay tuned because we will be I know it's probably not going to be mirrored or backwards, but we're going to
a mixology book, right?
Yeah, we're going to maybe you know, we may pull a couple rabbits out of the hats. Rabbits out of the hat.
Oh yeah, we already alluded it. We're definitely going to be hitting it.
Yeah.
So,
and you know what I really like about books? You know, is
the pictures?
This book has pictures.
Yay! Picture book.
This is a picture book. So, my friends,
that's great.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into this one.
It's gonna be a fun one. This
was my fun find right here. This mixology book. This was my fun find, and it's gonna get put to use with the holidays and everything else.
Oh yeah.
Can I have two fun finds?
Sure.
Or can I only have one?
You can have two fun finds, buddy.
Okay. Fun find, and then I got a value find. We're gonna go back to this guy right here. Have you ever wondered what DNA looks like?
Wait, where's this going, Joshua?
Have you ever wondered what DNA looks like? Have you ever just kind of like looked under a microscope and going, man, I wish they would make that bigger, you know, because I really want to know it. Sorry, that just you went crazy on the mic there. But have you ever wondered, like, holy shit?
Show me what DNA looks like,
science.
Joshua. I think I know where this is going.
This is what DNA looks like. So I found this little fella.
Yep, I knew that was where this was going. Yeah, I saw that guy too.
This is Mr. DNA right here. So if you've ever wondered, this is what DNA looks like, everybody. It comes in a plastic package like this.
Joshua, that's a great one. Have you looked up the value of that one yet?
I have not.
All right, follow-up episode. You got to look up the value of that one because I think that one's worth some money now.
Yeah, so that's now in my collection. My collection isn't public, but that is in my collection now.
Nice. It's like a vault.
Along with my my DNA find, because I've always wondered what DNA looked like.
I mean, I see it every day.
This is my value find right here. This is my value find.
Okay.
I found this little character right here.
I can't really see it. It's blurry for me, so go ahead and just tell me who it is.
So this is again. This is a Jurassic Park. Kaija. K-A-Y. Oh, is that an L? Holy shit! An L. I checked too. Yeah, it's an L. So it's K-A-Y-L-A. So this little bad boy, you know, we could shorten it. Yeah. This one was like a little $11, but I believe she goes for on the Funko app for $40.
Damn.
I found this.
That's
this
great.
Little fun little.
I noticed that you're
for
your Target has a lot of the Jurassic Park stuff. Like an incredible amount of Jurassic Park stuff.
It does. Yeah, so that was my value find, everybody. $11 if you love Funkos, get
Nice.
into it. They're fun little toys.
Yeah.
11 for 40. Bam.
That's great. Beautiful.
Yeah, I think that's what I got for you. Now bring it home, Sean. What do you got anything sliding around, wiggling around?
Yeah, I have stuff wiggling all the time right now. I'm doing my Kegels. So I wanted to share something that I got from Disneyland. Nothing crazy, but I wanted to start collecting these because they're just super fucking cool, and I'm a big fan of art. And I figure the big like art pictures or like drawings like that are a little too much for me. I don't have enough space for that. But what I do have enough space for are these postcards, and I got one. And here you go. It is a Haunted Mansion postcard. And you can see it's an actual postcard, right? So there's a postcard. But yeah, it's a Haunted Mansion one. Looks really fucking cool. I really like it. And it was only $5. So a little bit of a value and a fun find. But that's what I had.
That's dope. I like that.
Yeah, it's really cool. So that's all I had. So Joshua, go ahead. Bring us all the way home. Let's bust out a fortune. Let's get some lucky numbers on this first week of December. Christmas time season, baby.
All right, so everybody knows I went out.
To Panda.
Everybody knows I went out and I bought these sons of bitches right here.
Yep.
Everybody knows. If you watch the last episode, just look back or just rewind the tape. I bought these sons of bitches. Mm-hmm. So, but these ones do not have lucky numbers, but I got to find something to do with these things. So should we start doing 2 fortunes, one with no numbers, or should I reach into my other bag of goodies and give us a little bit of numbers? I need to know. So for the next episode, if anybody wants to leave a comment, let me know if you like the numbers. If you don't, maybe we'll do it. Maybe we won't, but I enjoy feedback.
Yeah.
But for this time, the end of this episode, I would like to know what my love connection partner here, Sean, would like to see. Do you want 2 cookies or would you like 1 cookie?
Let me see here.
What would you like?
I do. So, I do like the idea of having the lucky numbers, but I don't like that you have to pull them from the other batch, because then I feel like that's taking away a fortune. You know what I mean?
They're not coming from the other batch.
Where are they? Where are they coming from, Joshua?
Oh, I got a whole lot there's a whole lot going in here. So don't worry. There's a whole room full of shit that can happen right now. God. So full of surprises, episode 10. It's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. Okay. So I just need to know
it's a special episode.
Where do you want these cookies to come from?
It's a special episode, Joshua. Let's do 2 fortunes. And I mean, I don't even know where to even begin with your lucky numbers being pulled out of. So I don't know. Just start me off with 2 fortunes.
Okay, we're gonna go with 2. All right, so we're gonna lead with my so sad no number cookies.
Shame.
We're gonna go back to the no numbers. All right, everybody, Panda. Here we go. Cookie time. Okay, let's pop this bad boy open. All right, so your lucky fortune number 1 for December 5th is, when in doubt, be yourself.
Fucking lame.
Right.
That was
when in
terrible.
doubt, be yourself. This little investment right here. Get out of here.
Throw that shit away.
God damn, the fucking cookies. Yeah, you stay over there on the floor. Put those in your bag, Santa.
Oh,
all right, we're gonna take this to another level.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. All right.
Where'd you pull that out from?
These.
What the fuck?
I'm not telling you. You got to stay tuned.
That's episode 10
every
magic.
Yeah. Every episode is going to be different. I promise. So this cookie. All right. Let's just to remind you all how shitty that investment
Yeah.
This is what we got out of it. In case you just fell asleep during my reading right there. When in doubt, be yourself.
Terrible.
That's what you got.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Let's get some better at this. All right. Whew, this one has lucky numbers. I was getting worried. So for your second fortune on this December 5th is feed your body every day. You must also feed your mind.
Feed your body every day.
Again, it's a fortune. It's not a novel. We're not okay. So feed your body every day. Feed your body every day. You must also feed your mind. Let's feed our mind with some lucky numbers.
It's not a real fortune, but sure. It's better than the other one. Fuck, I'll take that.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like the be yourself. I mean, that's what we do on here. We be ourselves. I mean, there's a little truth to that. So let's get to the numbers, shall we?
Let's go. Lucky numbers.
Lucky numbers. Here we go, everybody. For your lucky numbers on December 5th, we got 43, 26, 50, 45, 56, and 49. One more time. 43, 26, 50, 45, 56, and 49.
Nice.
Let's go, everybody. Have a great year.
You think, yeah, way to sum it up, Joshua. I love it. Thank you all for listening and watching. We appreciate you. Next episode should be a fun one. I don't know how it's going to end, but it's going to be pretty interesting.
It's going to be good. I promise.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
I promise.
Peace.
Cheers.